Hi, everyone. Welcome to the Ask Rebecca radio show. Thanks for joining me at my new time of 8 p.m. Eastern instead of 9 p.m. Eastern. I hope everyone had a great 2 weeks. I was out last week. I had a little minor medical emergency and was unable to do the show, but I'm fine. Everything is good. I'm back. So that is good news, and I'm back, and I'm at an earlier time, which works out perfectly for me. So some of the positive aspects that you may have experienced leading up to tonight were new beginnings, good fortune, harmony, peace, feeling in the flow. Maybe things just felt a lot easier. Maybe you've had higher self-esteem. Your confidence level has been boosted up a little bit. You may have found solutions to problems. Maybe they just kind of miraculously appeared, or all of a sudden you had a different perception about it, and boom, now you were able to come up with some positive solutions. And then also potentially some new opportunities in different areas of your life. Some of the negative aspects that you may have experienced were disagreements, maybe some conflict, maybe some arguments. You may have also experienced self-doubt, maybe some insecurities, and some obstacles could have popped up for you as well. Physically, you may have been bouncing between feeling tired, feeling stressed, then feeling energized, then maybe overthinking. And then there, I feel, was a group of us that dealt with some medical issues that may have popped up. So maybe you were dealing with a cold or something else. Maybe you had to have surgery. Different things kind of creeping up for the physical vessel. So I've been guided to start incorporating my moment of Zen again that I used to do when I first began the show. I want to say at least a couple of years now, definitely longer than a year. So anyway, I used to do the moment of Zen back then. And so I've been guided to share that again with everyone. So before I get into this week's intuitive messages, let's do a quick moment of Zen just to kind of set the tone and the energy. Close your eyes, open your palms, and allow yourself to be open to receive. I'm going to be connecting with your higher self and calling on your team of guides to help energetically clear any blocks, any emotional residue, and or negative attachments in your physical body and your light bodies. And this will help raise your vibration, expand your consciousness, and increase your awareness in order to help prepare your soul for ascension. So take a deep breath in, and sorry, let me just grab, because I'm going to give you guys a little ping of a crystal as well while we're doing this. Okay, so close your eyes, open your palms, and take a deep breath in through your nose all the way down into your belly until it expands. And as you're inhaling, visualize your breath in as a bright white light. So, and I'll just give you a quick example. You're going to just take a deep breath in, all the way down into your belly, and then exhale through your mouth, blowing out all of the air from your lungs, and visualize your breath out as a dark black smoke. And when I say exhale through your mouth, blowing out, the way that I want you to do it is, right, really force the air out and blow it out. And like I said, visualize it as a dark black smoke. So I'll repeat that one more time, and then we'll have that moment of Zen. So take a deep breath in through your nose all the way down into your belly until it expands, visualizing your breath in as a bright white light. Then exhale through your mouth, blowing out all of the air from your lungs. Visualize your breath out as a dark black smoke. Continue to breathe this way until I tell you to open your eyes. ahead and open your eyes. And I've basically asked your guides and your team that is surrounding you to help work on any kind of energetic blocks that you have overnight while you sleep. All right, let's get into what you can expect from tonight, February 27th through to March 5th as an overall theme, and then areas of love, work, finances, health, and spirituality. So, general themes. This week, one of the themes could be conflict or stress surrounding love and or money. It could show up in the form of self-doubt, competition, delays, or obstacles that can feel overwhelming at times. However, you're going to overcome the challenge fairly quickly by finding a solution or receiving help. So it's going to pass pretty quickly. And on the plus, there's also this beautiful energy around relationships, bringing about deeper bonds and harmony and just more kinship and connection. There's also a nice creative surge. So you may get some innovative ideas, a pleasant surprise, and a synergy between feeling and logic. And you could also be thinking about making career change due to this surge of creative energy that's coming through. This could come up, things could come up that trigger your need to believe in yourself and to hold your head up high. Know you have something to offer and you can be successful, but you have to try in order to see results, right? Like you have to put in the effort. You have to at least give it a shot to see if it's going to work out. Now, some of you could be experiencing the feeling of the weight of the world on your shoulders. This is being triggered to show you how well you do at asking for help when you need it. Learn when to delegate and ask for help because you cannot do everything yourself, right? You just can't. We're here. Life is a major juggling act, and we're all here to be of service to each other, which simply means to help one another out. But you have to be comfortable with receiving help, and you have to be comfortable for asking for it when you need it. A few of you could be feeling like giving up this week. You're tired. You've been going through challenges for a while now. Don't stop. You're about to complete this cycle for a much needed break, and you're getting closer to who you really are at your deepest levels. So don't stop before the finish line, right? Make sure that you have what you need, ask for help if you need it, and really just try to have a positive outlook on things because you are at a completion cycle. So you're going to be moving into a positive cycle and you won't be purging for a little while. Work, for those of you employed, you might feel desperate and like you want to cheat the system or maybe cheat your employer in some way. Maybe you feel cheated by your employer. Perhaps you're facing competition at work that has you on edge. Believe in yourself that you can be successful without resorting to playing games. Some of you could be getting a review or an opportunity to share your accomplishments with the powers to be. So make sure that you seize that opportunity because you could get either a promotion or a pay raise or just some kudos out of it. Lastly, some of you could be coming up with innovative ideas to change policies, procedures, or technology in your organization. And again, when you bring this innovative idea, it's going to make you more noticeable to management, the owner of the companies, whoever it is that you directly work for, and it will only be an added bonus for you. Those of you that are looking for a job, I feel like some of you may actually be looking for work outside of your city, state, and or country. You're suddenly and completely open to relocating. It might just hit you out of the blue that this is something you want to do. And I do feel like many of you will find success with that. Love, for those of you in committed relationships and dating seriously, it's a combination energy of relationships becoming sweeter, deeper, and more connected, yet there could be periods of insecurity, competition, and self-sabotage coming up because there's healing that needs to happen in order for your relationship with yourself and with your partner to move to the next level, to grow, to be healthier. So sometimes we have to work through our traumas in order to come out the other side. So just make sure you're tackling things head on. Those of you that are single and looking for love, anyone traveling this week may have a higher chance of meeting someone while you're away from your usual routine. Traveling doesn't necessarily mean long distances. It could be locally to somewhere you haven't been, but it definitely feels like there's travel or movement involved. So maybe you find yourself taking the train or the subway and you don't ever take it, and then you meet someone. So make sure that you are putting yourself out there. Definitely don't be afraid to get out and mingle or talk to strangers. There's also a strong excuse me, I almost said pissability instead of possibility. A few of you may be pursued or receive interest from multiple people, or the person that you have an interest in pursuing may have others' interest. So there could be a bit of competition. My advice to you and what I'm getting is for you to just be yourself. Don't jump through hoops pretending to be something you're not because you think that it's what the other person wants in order to win them over, right? You're going to win the person over by 100% being yourself. Finances, money, I feel could be for some of you this week. You may have some challenges in meeting certain obligations. This feels like a passing phase for some. For some of you, you might be stuck there a little bit longer, while others could see a financial block getting cleared this week. So all of a sudden the flow opens up a little bit more for you guys. I do feel like everyone needs to be prepared for financial lows over the next coming weeks and months, especially with fears of the coronavirus spreading. We're already beginning to see huge fluctuations in the stock market, and depending on what happens, there could be some economic and trade issues that will affect your bottom line. So stick some money aside for a rainy day. Or really, the way that I see it is there's potential price increases in food and other material goods that you might need just to maintain your household. So even if you can just stick $5 a week away, you're going to be happy that you did. So like I said, I feel like there could be some stuff kind of happening financially for everyone over the next several weeks. Health overall, I feel like everybody's doing okay. Some of you could be feeling frustrated during the week or stressed. I do feel some of you may be exploring alternative therapies besides traditional Western medicine. You may receive different views about this from your doctor or from family members. Ultimately, you need to do your own research and listen to your instincts, plus maybe get an opinion from another doctor, but ultimately, just get all the advice that you can, but trust yourself. Lastly, spirituality. You may be carving out some much needed me time to rest and do nothing. If you can choose to let go of the need to run around doing everything for everyone, then you're going to be in a really good place by the end of the week. And you may also experience some clear flashes of important spiritual insights. I feel like there's a shift in consciousness, a raising of your vibration. So you may just start really connecting with your intuition more and feeling guided in certain directions for your spiritual growth. That wraps up this week's intuitive messages. Tonight's caller is Amanda in Richmond, Virginia. Hi, how are you?
All right, how are you?
I'm doing pretty good. How can I help you tonight?
I was wondering if you have any insight of talking with my father. He had passed recently.
Your father passed away recently. What's his first name? I'm going to see if I can call him in.
Chris.
Chris?
Yes.
Uh, I'm just sorting out what I'm kind of seeing here and feeling. Um, I feel like I just want to make sure that I have the right person here. Um, I kind of feel, and I feel like he might be showing himself at maybe more middle aged, maybe when he was young. But I almost feel like he has some sort, like maybe a military style cut or a flat top and dark hair. Does that resonate with you at all?
No. When he was younger, he didn't have dark. Well, he had dark hair when he was younger, but most of the time it was a little bit longer.
Right, but was it to me? It just seems like it was a flat top, but it was longer. So I don't feel like his hair was hanging down to his shoulders or anything like that. But I feel like for some reason I feel like it's up, like it was lifted up in some way. Um, like it felt like it was short. The way that I'm seeing is like shorter on the sides, but more.
Like a
I don't
fade
know.
cut? No,
No, does that resonate with you at all? Like somebody else that could have passed away for you?
no. When his hair started turning grayer, he would cut it on the sides and leave it a little bit at the top.
Yeah, I don't know that it's him. I just keep feeling like it's a flat top. You know what's coming to mind? This is going to sound weird, but um, and I don't know if you know, but do you remember like Kid and Play?
Yeah.
Okay, so for some reason, like I'm seeing like that kind of a hairstyle, but short, like a little bit shorter, not as big as, he had it really up high. But I don't know if that's your father coming through or if he's trying to give a message about something else. Do you know anybody that's alive that has a hairstyle like that? Or does Kid and Play or that movie resonate with anything with your father or something you did together? Does any of it kind of pull anything in for you?
My husband plays that movie a lot. But
I'm
other
sorry, what?
than no, my husband plays that movie a lot. I don't know if maybe he's seen it quite a few because he lives with us, so I'm
So
sure he's seen the movie.
did you say you guys watched the movie a lot?
Yeah,
Okay, so maybe
yeah,
that's why he's bringing it up. Because so they're just trying to, when they come through, they will pick weird things sometimes to bring up because they're trying to communicate with me in things that I know to just make the connection to, right? So if that is something, if that movie was playing in your household a lot and he was around, I think that's all he's doing is kind of acknowledging that. So I feel like I feel like I have your dad here, and for me, it was more about Kid and Play and the hairstyle, so maybe not necessarily your dad's hairstyle.
right, maybe.
um, oh, so when you were mentioning that he lived with you guys, I feel like he's saying like you guys had a household, like there was, I feel like it was your dad, maybe you, um, whoever you're in a relationship with, but I also feel children, and I feel like there's
Yes, yep.
I
My
I want
granddaughter, I
to
mean his granddaughter.
okay, yeah, so you broke up a little bit, but I was feeling like two or three kids that were running around.
Yep, my niece is normally here, and my younger sister, which is 15,
Okay.
and my
So
daughter, that's
he's
7.
saying he's saying he loved it, and at the same time he's saying that there were times where maybe like I feel like he's feeling a little bad that sometimes he's saying like he wasn't patient. Sometimes he wasn't patient enough, and he wishes he would have been a little more patient, and not. He doesn't make me feel like he was mean and nasty, but he just makes me feel like sometimes the kids would get on his nerves.
Yeah.
And he's making me feel like he would, say stuff about it sometimes. He'd say he would complain a little bit sometimes about things. Uh, is there a recliner in your home or his home? Like, was he attached to some sort of chair?
It wasn't really a recline. Well, it reclined a little bit, but yes, it wasn't like a recliner. It was just a chair that leaned back with a stool. But he sat in it
all the time?
Yes, before, he got more sick, yeah.
Okay, yeah, he's like, that's my chair.
Yeah.
That was my chair. Until I couldn't sit on it anymore. He said it was too hard. Got too hard for him. He's giving a lot of gratitude. He's making me feel like you picked up a lot of the slack, and that some of the other family members really didn't step up to the plate as much as they could. And he's making me feel like you had most of the burden on your shoulders when it came to like taking care of him.
Yes.
So he's saying like he has so much love and gratitude for you, and he's saying he wasn't very verbal with his love, so he didn't maybe confirm to you all the time that he, was appreciative and grateful and that he loved you. But he's wanting me to tell you that now, that he loves you, he's grateful, and he just doesn't know how to extend more gratitude to you. And he's saying that he really wished too that he would have maybe been a little more responsible as an adult, because he's making me feel like he wasn't able to leave anything for you guys. Like he just, like he just passed and kind of left you guys with all of the headache and the burden.
Yeah. Very true.
So he's really saying here that I think he's using my language because I don't know that he cussed a lot, but I feel like he's just saying like, he really just made some a-hole decisions and choices that kind of, really put everybody in a bad way in certain ways. And was he a little bit of a ladies' man?
He wish he was. He wish he was.
Oh, he's laughing. He's like, he says you're so right. He did think he was. He's saying like he thought he was the shit.
Yeah, he wish he was. I mean, he was a handsome young man back in the day, but yeah.
Yeah,
he wish he was.
You know what he's saying, and this is weird, but I feel like he's saying he tried really hard in his later years not to be the old perv. You know what I mean? Not to be the pervert,
yes,
like
he
the
did.
old grandpa.
Absolutely, 1,000%. You are 100% right.
That makes sense to you?
Yes, absolutely.
Oh my God, he's funny. Yeah, he's got a good sense of humor.
Yes. Yes,
yeah,
indeed.
He's saying like he wasn't trying to be with no grandma.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness, he's so funny. Do you have a brother?
No, I have two sisters.
Did your dad have a brother? Because this feels more like a brother energy to me.
He has brothers, but they wasn't close.
Okay, are
Maybe
you
he's
close with
feeling
him?
like no, I'm not, but Dad was close to my husband. Like, they were really, really tight.
Yeah, he when you just said that, he's like all about your husband for sure. He's saying he loved your husband like a son, and he's I feel like he's making some jokes like that, talking about your husband like that was my boy, he was my man, like he was,
We used to joke and say that was his girlfriend.
Yes, he was saying like that used to be his partner in crime, like his better half. But I think and I don't know what you want to do with this information. I only have 30 seconds left before I have to jump off here. But he's concerned about a brother, and I don't know which one or anything like that, but he's concerned somebody's got health issues, his brother, and he's concerned that he's going to be meeting him soon. So I don't know if you got contact with anybody, but Amanda, thank you for calling in. Everybody, thanks for tuning in, and I will see you next Thursday. Bye.